I'm here because my friend Charlotte has this guy that she's dating that I really want to like bad.
Okay.
Like really bad, where I would ruin our friendship for it.
How long have you and Charlotte been friends?
Probably like 3 years now. I legitimately want your man. Like,
so when you say,
I'm trying.
I beg your pardon?
When you say that you want her man, what exactly do you mean by that? So Charlotte can, you know, get the full picture.
Right.
Because I think she's a little bit confused.
We're planning our life together, so...
Well, I don't know if it's gonna happen anymore because I might be getting in between y'all.
Oh my God.
So, Charlotte, do you think that Morgan could even get your man?
No.
How much you want to pay? You're tripping, girl. You're tripping. You already see the guys that be lined up. You don't think your man's gonna want me? You're tripping.
Yeah,
you see how he looking at me.
We're planning our
It don't
life
matter,
together.
girl. It don't matter. It don't matter. Okay.
Oh,
What you say?
Morgan.
Okay, now you pressing on, bro. You better back the.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
God. No, I'm back up. I'm back the. God. I'm a fucking man. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, Charlotte's best friend Morgan brought Charlotte here today because she needed to tell her something. And now we have you here with us because Morgan needs to tell you something as well.
Would you or not?
Like right now? Yeah, really shot. So that's
Oh, shit like
That's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. What the f*** you think this is? What the f*** you think this is? I told you. What? Yeah, Dusty my ass.
Sensational.
Thoughts, please.
Oh, wow. Okay, first of all, look how they're both dressed. Look at the caliber of guy. I'm not surprised about this scenario.
I think he has money.
Yeah, he has something clearly, because why would she want him? Okay, first of all, let me say this. You see a lot of women, you think that your friend is your friend. Listen, your friend will backstab you in a heartbeat for something that she wants. And this is a great example. She says, I want your man. So she says, I will destroy.
Exhibit A.
I will destroy a 3-year relationship just so I can get your man. That's what she said, because she wants to just have sex with him. She didn't even say, I want a relationship with this guy. She says, I want to have sex with him.
Does she want to take that guy because that woman has him?
Yeah.
What happened to the sisterhood code?
There isn't one. It's a lie.
I remember, what did I see? I think it was on Instagram. And the lady had her, she had a husband. And then when her friends come around, nah, you got to stay in the hotel. I'm not having you around my husband because I know I've got a good man. And I'm not stupid. I'm not saying that you're going to do something.
I'm not going to take a chance.
Frank, there you go. What happened to the sisterhood code?
I'm not going to take that chance for you to try come down the stairs in my house in some lingerie in front
Bending
of my
over,
man.
going
That
in the
ain't
fridge,
going to happen.
pretending you're getting in the fridge, looking for something to eat, bending over,
Waiting
hoping
for me to sleep.
Yeah.
You're waiting for me to go sleep and talk to my husband on the down low.
Throwing a monkey wrench in the program by saying, when we went out the other day,
she did this.
You know what?
It was fishy. She was talking to some man.
And then he quizzes you and goes, tell me more. I don't want to start no trouble.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Can't be trusted.
I'm just saying. You got some shady suckers out there.
Shady, real shady.
But I question the sisterhood code.
I question it too. But you can see the dynamic here. He's saying, yeah, he will tap that ass to the friend.
Right in front of her.
Exactly. No respect. You can see the dynamic in this situation.
I'll say this. Trust no shadow after dark.
Don't do it.
I'll be feminine when I meet a masculine man. No, just be feminine. You see what I'm saying? We need to move away from the narrative that when I meet a masculine man, I'll be a feminine woman. No, you won't. Because you don't know how to be that person. Learn to be a feminine woman in your own womanhood without an outside force, without nothing. Just be a woman in yourself, not contingent on I meet this guy, so now I know how to be a woman. I promise you, when you walk in your woman energy and your femininity, the right man comes to you because he's attracted to that energy. He's not waiting on that. And I think that's the part I always have a problem with this conversation. And the thing is, it doesn't happen overnight like that. It just doesn't work that way, because you're thinking, when I meet the right guy, right, I'm going to be that person. But if you just build in that all the time, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you know how to be that person. Because what ends up happening to those women, right, they meet that masculine man, right, and then they start to be with them, but they're triggered because they don't have the skill to be feminine. So something that's just a boundary, something that you could have easily had a conversation and say, you know what, I really don't care for that, and I would appreciate if you just didn't do it that way. They like, because they don't have the skill. Do you see what I'm saying?
So what do you think about conditional femininity?
Well,
Can you switch it on and switch it off? That's the question.
excuse me, everyone. I am recovering from a sickness, so sorry for my coughing. But yes, you can't switch it on or off. You either are or you ain't. It's either or. You know, you can't be like, oh yeah, just because I find a masculine man or a man that I want, now I'm going to be feminine. Like she said, it doesn't work like that. Either you are feminine or you're not feminine. And yes, I agree with her when she says, how about you work on tapping into your feminine side of you before even finding a man, because once you have tapped into that femininity side, the man will be drawn to you, because that's what men want. Men want a feminine woman.
Can a damaged woman, and when I say that I mean a woman that's been through lots of bad relationships, that's had to be masculine, that's chose poor men, can she be feminine? Because let me give a bit of context as well. So she's had bad relationships. Now there's a good guy that comes along. Can she identify and can she submit because she's had bad experiences?
I think she can, but she has to do the work and she has to want to be in her femininity.
So the next question I'll ask is this then. Why should he, after leveling himself up, tolerate that BS?
Well,
it's not his problem, because the world doesn't owe nobody nothing.
No. And if he's put himself up to a certain standard, he will now have choices. So then he wouldn't have to tolerate a woman that's gone through hardship or whatever it is.
The damage.
And the damage
emotional
goods.
damage.
Emotional damage.
He can just go straight to the woman that hasn't been through that, because I've built myself up to a certain level, so I have that option to have better women. So
fair enough.